Welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio TV, hosted by Tony Breedlove, Yvonne Baker, and Chris Smith. Hot Topics Talk Radio TV, where the boundaries are always pushed regarding relationships, love, marriage, and a whole lot more. Hot Topics Talk Radio TV, where your comments are live. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hot Topics Talk Radio TV, where it's real people, real issues, and real talk. All right. Welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio. I'm Tony Breedlove, and sitting in for Miss Yvonne Baker tonight is Miss Fallon Chambers. What's up,
Hello, everybody. Hello, Facebook.
Hi. How's you doing? You doing okay?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Really? No. You know what? Don't start with me. Because I know the truth. Because before we got started, I'm busting you out.
I know, I see.
Before we got started, it was so funny because Fallon was like, oh my gosh, should I go do this? Should I do this? How's my hair? Oh my God, I need to put lipstick on. Oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden, she's like, I got to go get my notes.
So it is what it is. It is what it is. We're here now. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, Tony, for having me. Thank you, Yvonne.
Well, Yvonne is watching in tonight. She just can't be on here tonight. So it's a good thing to have you here. This is our first time together, and I'm just looking forward.
My first time doing this. So thank you.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. So as people are like coming in, you know, the comments are coming in. They're saying hello and
hi, everybody.
All that good stuff. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. So Yvonne Baker, she's actually she's in the controls on the chat right now because she did say, hey, Fallon and Tony.
Hi,
so Yvonne. Oh my gosh. So
let's do it.
It's going to be fun. This is going to be fun.
Let's do
well, let me give people a little background of how we know each other.
Okay.
So Fallon and I were working at the same place at Keolis, and come to find out that I know her mom. Grew up in the same town. And that happened a lot because Londell's mom. Yeah, I knew Londell's mom. So that's how we met. And then I left Keolis, went over to MV Transportation, and so did Fallon. So we've got some history. We've had some talks. We've gelled on all kind of different issues.
My TT right there.
Oh my God. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just happy to have you with us tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. So tonight is from happy relationship to a nightmare. I think every woman listening in tonight, I think every woman can attest to having that great relationship. Starts out wonderful, right? Girl, he's fine. He smells good. You know, he's thoughtful. The sex is good. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And just
he remembers everything.
Yeah. Think about you. And time goes on. You get a little bit more comfortable. And he turns out to be the biggest asshole. And your happy relationship turns into a nightmare. It really does. Right.
All that.
So give me an example, Fallon.
Oh, Lord.
Hold on. Give me an example of that wonderful relationship you might have had that turned into a nightmare. You don't have to name names, of course.
Of course I don't. But okay. I can remember in the past, and when I was in my mid-20s, sometime, because I am 37, you guys. I'll admit that I am 37. I'm older, but not older. Which you anyway. um, but there's been a time where I dated a guy, moved too fast and didn't really get to know him. And he was like what they call it, a Jekyll and Hyde type of dude.
So he was a hot ass mess. That's what you meant to say.
Huh? He was a hot ass
mess.
Yeah, to say the least. Just a whole lot of drama. All the back and forth. Then you want to be aggressive. You want to be argumentative. All of a sudden, you want to find reasons to leave the house because you got something else going on. So that's where the arguments come in at. So it came to the point where I picked up on patterns. So it was like, I'm not about to sideline with the BS, the bullshit. I'm gonna just say it. If I don't have to, it came to the point where I knew what I was worth, so I don't have to deal with it if I don't have to. But yeah, it's a lot of drama that goes on along with it. The baby mamas, all the kids. I've had dudes lie to me and tell me that they had 3 kids, and the dude ended up having 13 kids and 7 different baby mamas. Right? Who disclaims their kids? Like, you have an extra 10 kids that you're not claiming? Really?
Oh my God.
Yes.
So
terrible, right?
So let me
terrible. Terrible.
So let me ask you this. So
thank you, Mr. Allen.
As you were finding out about, let's just say, the kids, what was the approach? How did you approach it?
I didn't. I just let it go. It's no reason. It's no more conversation for us to have because you lied. So what kind of man are you to lie about the amount of kids that you have? Be proud of how many kids you have if you have that many. You made them. Why would you only claim 3? Yeah. Why wouldn't you claim the other 10 or 7, whatever it was? I don't know if it was 10 kids or 13. It was just too damn many. It was like, wow. Like, how do you make that many?
You know what? So you know what?
Yeah, she said, "Oh Lord," that's what I said, girl.
So this is where the generational differences are.
Yeah, it is. Because they just freely having sex and with no protection.
No,
not even that.
No. Of how you approached it, where you just let it go. See, a woman like me,
I let it go. I let him go.
Right, but hold on.
Go and still deal with him.
But at my age, I would have been all in his shit. I'm serious. I'm serious. I would have let him.
I dug in a new asshole, Tony. Really, I did. But at the same time, it was like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with this because at the same time, where do I fall into this? You can't make. Where do I fall into this? When I'm gonna be baby mama number 8 with the 14th child or 11th child or whatever it was? I can't even remember. But at the same time, I'm not dealing with it.
How many baby mamas was it?
7. So
he was just slaying his DM.
Yes, everywhere, every which way. No, baby, I can't do that. I cannot do that. So how about this is gonna be? We're still friends, but how about this is gonna be the last conversation we have about us talking or having some type of intimacy or some relationship? That's not gonna happen.
Oh hell no. So let me tell you about my worst nightmare. I was thinking about this yesterday. And, Yvonne said you fit in as a babysitter.
I'm not going to be nobody. That's another thing. No, ma'am. That's another thing right there.
Oh my
That
God.
was funny.
So
Right there. She said it. She said it.
yeah,
She hit it right
I
on the
was
nose.
I was trying to think about my worst nightmare. And my absolute nightmare was, and I hate because I can't say names, I know that, but I know Yvonne may know this person. Actually, Charlene would know this person, and Yvonne, Kevin, Kev would know this person because we grew up
Oh shoot.
uh, in the same neighborhood. But I was about to have my son, and we were just friends. Now I knew a lot of the guys because of the guys all played football. My dad was coaching at that time, so I knew
Oh wow.
all these guys, right? And one of the guys in the neighborhood said, "Well, let's, I told him, I said, well, I'm still trying to figure shit out. I'm pregnant by somebody else. We can't do none of this stuff." So he says, "Okay, yeah, we can just be friends." I said, "Okay, no problem." So I had gotten home from the hospital after I had Cam, and I was on the phone because he wasn't living with me. But I was on the phone with Cameron's father, and he knocked he knocked on the door, and I opened the door. Well, I was just hanging up the phone, and he said, "Who are you talking to?" You remember I told you that?
Yep, I remember
Okay.
this.
Your mama would know who it is. So I said, "I'm talking to the baby's father." And he said, "What you talking to that Negro for, boy?" And he just flipped.
He flipped.
Now
Broke
remember,
all type of stuff.
it wasn't a relationship. It was a friendship, if you want to call that a relationship. It was a friendship.
He took it another way. And see, that's the
Oh my
problem.
God.
That's the problem too. A lot of times because dudes take things a lot differently than females. And a lot of times it's a stereotype with females. They say that females are more emotional, so they take um relationships more serious. But at the same time, females have been grown up, they've grown up around
I
the
know
guy,
that.
and
Yeah.
they've kind of masked what the guys around them say. So it's like, okay, well, this is how you feel about females, so they kind of adapted to that attitude
Mhm.
towards dudes, and guys don't even realize that sometimes.
Mhm.
So it's like, the same way that you can do me, I'm gonna do you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Boom, boom.
And you know what, Alan? Be quiet. Huh?
She said, oh damn.
What are you talking about? It's not true.
I didn't see that.
But this guy, he flipped out so bad.
Mhm.
Fallon, I had a couch that sat in front of a bay window, and my apartment was on the second floor. And he pushed me like this to that couch. And I did like that, and I was hanging out the window. He pushed me through that window. And I tell you, that was the biggest nightmare. Because then my daddy wants to get his shotgun. He's coming,
Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely. As he should.
it was a nightmare,
As he should.
total nightmare.
As he
So,
should.
so let me ask you this. So, do you think that they're, when they turn into those nightmare situations, do you think it's something already mentally that is going
Something
on?
embedded. It's something embedded. It might be some past experiences that they had, where they had a negative experience and they felt like they had to react that way, or it could be a mental issue. A lot of the mental issues are not diagnosed out here. I've had
Mhm.
guys that told me that they were taking medication for ADHD and like schizophrenia, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, because
Oh,
I don't want to deal. I really don't want to deal with that. So,
yeah.
but at the same time, it's like I knew you before you told me this. So, do I sit back and wait and see if you gonna take your mask off,
Hmm.
or do you know what I mean? type of
Mhm.
deal, or what do you do in that situation?
Jesus
You know what
Christ.
I mean? I
Uh,
mean, because at the same time, I don't have time for that. I'm not about to deal with the arguments and the fighting. I'll shut down real quick.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'll cut it off real quick to the point where I'll block you off of everything, social media, my phone. You won't even be able to text me unless I actually go and look for it. But
Right, right.
because I don't feel like doing the Jekyll and Hyde deal. I'm
No,
not, I'm
see,
not doing
I
that.
don't either. I don't
But a
either.
lot of women in the same sense, a lot of women feel like they need to have a man to feel whole. So they deal with it.
See, and that's where I have a problem.
That's where I have a problem with it. Cause
I
it's
have a
like I
huge
don't need you, like you know what I mean, to feel like a woman.
But you know what? I think bothers me most is when you've got a good relationship in the beginning and it does turn to a nightmare. How a woman will say, "But I know he loves me," and you ask them, "Well, why do you put up with that shit?" And they said, "Well, because I love him." What part of that could you love?
They getting comfortable with the situation. Maybe it could be the attention that he does show when I'm not making up excuses, but it might be the attention that she feels that he does show when he's not acting up. It could be
Mm-hmm.
the money. It could be the
Mm.
money that he's bringing in. Now you got comfortable.
Girl,
You know what
please.
I'm saying? So I mean, there's no reason for it, but some women get comfortable, and they're like, I don't want to leave this. I'm
No,
comfortable financially. Like he's
no,
taking care of me very very well,
no.
type of
But you
deal.
know
So
what? But you know what else is my deal breaker? Because I'm gonna kind of flip
mhm.
it. I can't stand a dirty man. And I
Oh,
mean by he don't pick up shit, just
don't
shiftless.
clean up nothing.
Trifling. Yeah, I can't. That's a nightmare for me too.
It is because you sorry at that point. You just sorry.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna just say what
Mm-mm.
it is, and I mean I'm in a different generation than you, but sorry is sorry. Sorry don't have no age on it. Sorry is sorry.
So before we actually
The
went
hell?
live, Alan has got us slow down on his typing. Let's see, people are in a hurry to feel love and to be in
That's
love.
what it is. They don't take time to learn the person. That's
Yeah,
really what it is. You
yeah,
don't step back to see who this person really, really is. And
right.
again, people do mask themselves, but that's kind of hard to say because some people do it very well until they
So
get you
let
where
me
they
ask
want
you,
you.
because when Alan says everybody's in a hurry or in a rush, to
Mhm.
be in love, what is a good time frame do you think that
I don't
you
know.
should take your relationship? Because see, we're in two different generations. So I want to know from you, from your generational
At
standpoint,
least a year. At least a year. And
a,
that's
a
just
year a year to
at
have
least
physical
just
physical
to know
relations,
personality wise, huh?
a year to have a physical relationship, or actually to say you're committed to this person.
Here you
I
go.
ain't waiting no damn year to
Oh my gosh. So she just did that.
I'm just saying,
Um,
I'll be 60 years old. Shit, I could get hit by a bus at 61. And it ain't been a year yet. What am I waiting on? Now, I will say,
okay. Okay, I'm glad you said that. So a committed relationship then.
uh,
hmm I think at least, at
a year.
least, at least. I mean, it may take time for other people longer, even sexually, intimately. I have a cousin who she waited a whole year to deal with a dude, but then come to find out, after the year, they became. I hope she don't mind me sharing this if she's watching, but she doesn't. Nobody knows who I'm
No
talking.
names. Yes, no names.
It's no name. So, a couple of weeks ago, she calls me and she's sitting in front of his house. So I'm like, why are you? And this was at 5 o'clock in the morning, and she had been sitting there for hours. I just happened to
No.
wake up when she called me. So
Uh-uh.
I answered the phone and I'm like, where are you at? So she's telling me the whole get down, whatever happened. He walks out with a chick and walks her to a rental car. And when he's seen her, she hops out while I'm on the phone with her. And she was like, where you going? Where you going? So he's running back in the house now. That's a nightmare in itself, because now she's dedicated her whole summer to him. Like, she spent so much time with this dude. So much time with this dude. And she's like 34, 33, and he's about 40, 41. So there you got that age difference too. And at the same time, you still playing the same games that the young dude is playing.
See, I don't understand the games.
I don't
I'm
either,
just
because he
not quite
wanted so much of her. He didn't even want her to go out with me.
serious.
Seriously. Didn't even want her to go out with me. He had a problem with that.
So he was controlling.
Yeah, but now he didn't message her talking about he misses her. I said, you better not respond. You better not respond.
But he
That's
was doing
embarrassing.
somebody else.
She didn't approach the chick in the car because she's a woman first.
Yeah.
But that was real. That was wrong. That was wrong. And something told her to sit there that long. I don't know what, but something told her to sit there that long.
What was the red flag that
She
made
did
her?
be right.
She did what? What was the red flag for her to
a phone call the night before? She was about to come over there, and if I'm not mistaken, he was like, "Oh, it's okay, you don't have to come," type of deal. And she was like, "Why? Why all of a sudden I don't have to?" Yep, cold busted. Why all of a sudden I don't have to come? So something told her, get out the bathtub, get dressed, and she drove over there and parked and sat there for about 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, heck. But see, again,
I don't have the patience for that no more. I don't have the patience for that. I've done that before. I've drove to a dude's house in DA.
But you know what's up.
She knew. She already knew.
Yeah. So I wouldn't even put myself in that situation. You know?
But it was a confirmation for her. So I kind of told her on the way home, because I talked to her until she got back home after the whole situation. And I told her, I said, just leave it alone, Tony. I said, now you know what it is. Oops.
It wasn't me.
Anyway, Look, you. Yeah, pay attention to the actions, because he was showing signs. He would go out with his brothers, and he never came to her house the way that he should have been. The way she was coming to his house and showing him attention this entire summer, it wasn't the same. It wasn't reciprocated. So you have to pay attention to people's actions and their demeanor. Don't settle just because you feel like you want to be with somebody. It's not that serious.
But you find that every day now. You find it every day.
Yeah, especially out here, man. You really, really do. It's like people just settle just to say, "Oh, I have a man." It's not that serious. I'd rather sleep by myself than to wonder what you're doing.
Amen. Plenty of sex toy stores out here. You know, you don't have to do all of that.
And that's another thing. People are so fixated on physical attributes, like, oh, he looked good, or
and he's a big asshole.
Oh, he has pretty eyes, or all of the extra stuff. And it's like, a lot of times that come with drama. So,
it does.
Because
they know they got pretty eyes, and they know that other women out there know they got pretty eyes, so they're gonna do what they do.
They want to do. Yep.
Then you guys are commenting too much. These comments are coming in too quick. I can't even keep up.
Not that one. That was funny.
Oh my God. Let's see. Who's this? That's Seti. Where Dang, I can't even keep up. What's up with you guys? All right,
Hey,
slow this
everybody.
shit down.
We talking too fast?
When you're young, one may go through that. The 3 to 4 hour thing. What does that mean? I don't
I
get
don't
it.
know. Am
Uh, I don't know what
I
that means.
too old to know what that is?
Oh wait, I gotta go back. Uh, if you haven't seen his family interaction, find a way to see that. Charlene said, exactly, Fallon.
Thank you,
Uh,
Charlene. Charlene. I'm sorry,
thank you,
baby.
Kia. That's my sister.
Is she
The old, what is it? What?
saying it's so true? I always tell my daughter that actions really do speak louder. They do. They
Amen.
do. All you have to do is step back sometime and
That's
watch how
all.
somebody interact, and
Yeah, but
it'll tell you
but
everything.
you see all their actions, but a lot of
Mhm.
times I'm
Being
finding,
silent is way better than reacting sometimes.
because you
Chill
know
out.
what? I tell young women all the time, close your mouth and listen. Close your mouth. Stop fighting with this dude. Stop being all up in his face. Close your mouth and listen and watch. And he's going
Listen
to
in
give you the
silent, Tony. I don't know if you remember me telling the drivers this, but listen and silent have the same letters in them. You can't do one without the other. So you
mm-hmm.
have to shut up
Yeah.
to be able
Yeah.
to step back and pay attention to the whole. You have to step out your own scenery sometime.
But you find some of them that they want to, it's not, they want to be able to maneuver how things go. If it's fucked up, it's fucked up.
It
Leave it
is.
alone. You
You
can't
sometimes
make
you can't
someone
fix nothing. You can't fix shit if it ain't supposed to be fixed.
exactly, exactly. But I see it a lot with young women today, and all I can do is say, keep on living, because then you're gonna have the attitude like me,
You know what?
and
Somebody always
so
told
many other
me
women
I'd
that's
rather
old
be a young fool than an old fool.
than an old fool. All right,
So
you your mother's child. I know your mama.
I'd rather just, peel back when I have to, even with the slang I'm using and everything. But sometimes you just got to step back and just, I'm good.
Yeah.
I've cut so many people off. I thought it was a problem. I thought it was a problem. But then, to be honest with you, I'm gonna hit you with something. Kim Bush told me, you know what? No, you're not wrong for that. I
No.
kind of confided in her one. Yeah, I confided in her one day, and she was like, "No, you're not wrong for that."
No.
She
Because
said, "You know what your worth is. That's
and I was
all that
gonna
is."
say that you have
And
to
I
understand your
respect
worth.
that part of.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
right.
like, you know what? I didn't think about it like that because I thought it was a problem. I'm like, this is bad. I can just cut people off at with no ammunition whatsoever. I'm just seeing what your character is. And even right now, Tony, it's even worse.
Oh,
It's
girl,
even worse right now.
where do I start? Where do I start with some of the stuff now? Because I've gotten to a point where it used to be that I would think, oh my God, how is this going to affect him? Oh no, but I don't want to be in it.
That's
And
what I always come out can, right?
now, now you only have to breathe and I'm going to cut you off. I'm not, I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah, and then in the same sense, I have a 17-year-old, so I didn't want to get him. I don't like bringing people around him because I don't want him to be asking like, "Well, where's such and such? Where's such and such?"
Mhm.
That type of deal.
Right.
Um, because he has gotten close to my ex boyfriends
Mhm.
who were good around him, taught him a lot of things that his whatever didn't. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna even say it out loud. Anyway, the sperm donor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's things that other guys that have been in my life that have taught him, and I do appreciate them for that. But that's why I don't bring certain people around him because I don't want him to look forward to some type of fatherhood or some type of bond with somebody that is not going to happen because we're not vibing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So
see, in a lot of ways too,
it's
though,
not fair
Fallon.
to them, huh?
Right, but in a lot of ways, it's not just the bonding that your son could possibly have with the man. It could also be the fact that he will later on resent you, for feeling that, well, my mom just got rid of, because you never tell your children the
I didn't
backstory,
even think
you
about
know,
that.
you know. But that's how we have to think.
That's
You
true.
have to think about the backstory that you didn't tell your son because it's not for him to know. All he knows is that this man is gone, and he had been playing a pivotal part of his life, for some time. So he's going to resent you because this was somebody he had bonded
That's
with.
why I'm so protective, and I don't want that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's like,
Yep.
no, nah, I don't want you to meet him yet.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah. Yep.
because of that reason right there. But the way you said it, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah. But I mean, you have to look at it from every angle when you're talking about
Yeah,
bringing people into your children's lives. Because,
right.
like I said again, we don't talk to our children about, well, maybe the sex wasn't good. We don't talk to our children about, well, he tried to hit me, because then that'll cause a different problem. We
It
don't
would.
talk to our children about all of these things, so they don't know why that relationship had ended. They just know that mama got rid of him.
Well, I had a situation where my son, I was about to get married. I got
Mm-hmm.
proposed to. I was almost there, and I didn't even notice that the guy wasn't even interacting with my son the way I wanted him to, and the way my son expected him to. And
Mm.
one day, my son, I used to pick him up from work and stuff every
Mm.
day, and my son was in the back seat, and he would speak to him and he wouldn't say anything back. I guess I didn't even notice. I'm just picking you up and I'm moving now. I'm not even paying attention to because they would interact, but I didn't know
The
that it
steps.
bothered my son to that extent. So come to find out, my son, he told me, he said, such and such doesn't speak to me when he gets in the car. And I was like, oh, really? So then I paid attention and he didn't. And I was like, oh, that's the problem for me because I didn't took your badass kids into my,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, into my heart like it was natural. But you can't speak to this boy, So it was very seldom that they would interact, and I didn't like
Mm.
that because of the fact that my son does have an absent father. So just like your daughter might have needed a decent person in her life that's a female figure, because they're
Right.
my cousin's
Right.
kid.
And you were providing
I
that.
was I was trying to be there for them. He had a boy and a girl, and they were stair steps. My son was like 9, 10 years old. You know what I mean at the time. So, yeah, that bothered me. So I let that go, and I have not looked back.
Yeah. See, you know
Have
what?
not looked back.
But see, and that's where, but there's a misconception when women who have children get into relationship with men who are with a man, whether he has children or not. A lot of
It doesn't
times
bother
you
me,
will
but
find that the man will treat your child differently than he would his own,
absolutely, absolutely,
and
I
I don't
think
know
that now.
what that's about, but you have to be careful. You have to be absolutely careful because even at the age of your son right now, I would still be careful. I would be
Well, he's
careful as to,
impressionable right now, so
well,
that's even a
that
bigger
part,
reason.
that
Huh?
part. But
Yeah,
whatever that man's actions are, that is what your son is going to take in. And that's not what
that's
you
true.
want. That is
No, I don't.
absolutely not what you want.
I'm on a
Because
positivity streak right now. We need to go on. I need you not
exactly,
to need nobody to help take care of you. So as an
exactly.
adult, so I need you to stay on
Hmm.
the straight and narrow. So I
Hmm.
don't need the negativity either.
Right,
So that
right.
argumentative stuff, my son seeing us argue, that would be
Mm-mm.
that's no good in my household, especially
Yeah,
right now. That's
yeah,
no good
right.
because
And I was just
he would
thinking
feed
that,
off of it. He would feed off of it.
yep. No, it's not. And Miss Jacqueline's right. It is a package deal. Just like it's a package deal for you to accept his children, he has to accept yours and love
Hmm.
them as if they were his own.
Mine.
Period.
Or and vice versa. So
Yeah, you just
so
can't.
that dude with the 10 or 13 kids, yeah, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And
That
boys
just
are very observant.
it makes me tired just to think
That's
about that
ridiculous.
many
That
kids.
is ridiculous, Tony. I was like, you say what? I said, why did you tell me that you had 3 kids? Those is his 3 oldest. All the other ones listen to this.
Oh shit!
So,
Where I didn't even before me. Damn it!
so he worked. I'm not gonna name the hotel, but he worked at a hotel in Fremont, and he
Let's
had
see. Golden Nugget.
so you're getting close. It's gold. Um, so I'm thinking that he would swoon because he's very handsome, and I think he was swooning these tourists and stuff that come out here, hitting them, getting them pregnant, and then they in a whole nother state. There's a whole bunch of them in other states, Virginia, Texas, name one, pick a state.
Oh my god!
Gross, right? So I was like, ugh. That's
But he
nasty.
didn't even know these people.
He don't. He doesn't. So imagine how much child support he owes. So first of all, how are you gonna help me if you can't help yourself, help them? I'm good. I'm straight.
And this
I'm
was a
good.
brother, right? This was
Huh?
a brother. This was a brother.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't get it. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying that white men don't do the same, because I know some white women that have those same issues, but it's just hard to hear all the time that it's our black men. Keep your D in your
Come on,
pants.
Tony. You know some of them people at our old job was not even getting a check due to child support.
True.
Come on now.
Because I saw
True.
your post. I saw your post on Facebook about
Oh. I seen your response. Yeah,
I
I
was like,
did. I went there. You was like, you really went there? Yeah, I did. I did, because you know it's true. You know it's true.
I was like,
There's no
so
denying that. That's the first company I thought of. I was like,
oh
And
my
UPS
god.
is one. I'm pretty sure Walmart and Amazon is other ones, but I know Keolis and MV is 2 of them too out here. So yeah, it is what it is.
I don't see.
They just
I know we're off topic, but I don't
yeah.
understand. You know, it would be hard for me to have anything going on with anybody at
Why?
the
You're a
workplace.
sweetheart.
At the workplace?
You're a hard ass, but you're a sweetheart at the same time. If that makes sense.
At the workplace?
Who?
At
Oh, at
work.
the workplace.
That's with nobody at work.
Oh no. I couldn't see you with nobody.
No. Because I could, no. Because then I know all your business inside and out. So if you got a baby somewhere stashed away, I know it's
You
coming out.
probably knew you pried it out in the interview. Oh shoot, this is funny.
Girl, oh my god! But I was shocked. I was shocked at your post. It was like tons of people just answering.
I know they were really hitting me too. I was like, wow, I didn't even think people were going to be saying anything like this. But because they know it's true. They know it's true. And it's sad to say, because I'm going to just be real with you. And this is still off topic. It's been times because you parked on another side of the building. Or on the street.
Yeah, right? Mostly on the street.
Okay. I parked in the parking lot. I used to drive in and get out my car and see used condoms. Thank you.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. Yes, kidding you? I don't know. No, I'm not kidding you. I'm serious. I used to be like, ugh. That means that you got off work.
Are you serious?
That's a nightmare right there.
Your nasty
Your
ass.
wife or your husband is sitting waiting for you at home, and you having sex with your coworker in the parking lot of your job. That's nasty, man. Then that's cold. That's a nightmare right there. Let's talk about nightmares again. That's a mess waiting to happen.
Because
So
let me
that's why
say
I said what I said. That's why I posted what I posted, because I've seen it. And it's not just one time, Tony. I've seen that multiple times.
but you know
Multiple,
what? See, but I'm so clueless, right? Because I don't
because
get in there.
you on the other side.
But okay, so there was one time
Okay.
that I'm standing outside in the back in the yard, right?
By the motorcycle place?
No, I'm in the back in the where the buses are in the yard.
By that area, or by the classroom.
And I'm standing there in the in the smoking area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm standing out there and I'm just smoking. And then I look across the parking lot and my blind ass couldn't figure out if I saw what I saw. And I'm trying not to.
I know.
And I'm like, and then I'm looking again and I'm thinking, looking again. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And you're married. But you're out there for the world to see.
They don't care, man.
And the person works there.
Both of them?
Your spouse, yes.
They don't care.
That's
I've seen that a long time ago. I was like, this is so disrespectful.
But it turned into a nightmare. It really did. That turned into a nightmare. Oh my God.
Shit, now I'm like, look, I'm like,
figure out what it is. But like I said, I'm clueless.
You know what? And that comes with a lot of women have this level, and I don't want to use this word disparity, but again, they feel like they need a man to make them feel whole. So I'll just take whatever, whether it's somebody else's or whatever. I don't like to share. So I'm good. You can keep him. I call that community.
Yeah.
I was about to say something else, but yep, that right there. That's community day. I don't need none of that. I don't need. I contribute to the community, but not in that fashion or manner. You know what I'm saying? I'll donate some clothes, some food, some canned food, but I don't need to donate my man to everybody else. And that's what a lot of that going on right now. And I don't even know how it's not even a lot of STDs going around.
Oh, they are. They're just not. COVID has overtaken.
People ain't saying nothing, or I don't know what's going on.
They're not saying.
Everybody focus on COVID. I don't know. I just really don't know, because it's a lot of people just doing them.
But see, I don't understand how people can have these nightmare situations. They create a nightmare situation,
and accept
right? And they're around people who know. These folks know who you are. They know your spouse. They know your situation. They know all of this
going on,
and you're okay with it because you continue this nightmare situation. That's what I have a problem with.
They became to accept it.
But it tells me who you are.
I'm gonna just deal with it.
Yeah, but
I'm married. That's the other thing. Just to say that I'm married, type of deal. You know.
No. I'm single.
I'm glad. I'm single too, and I'm happy about it. I sleep with my body pillow every night, and it
just right,
just fine. I am cool.
It's just right.
That then a liar laying next to me or coming in at 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not about to deal with that. I'm not. No. I don't have the patience for it, because I had shit packed at the door when you come in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and the locks changed. So I do know how to change locks. Huh?
I wish somebody would come in my door.
That's the people, but females have come to accept that. You know what I mean? Because I've dealt with dudes, and you know what I'm saying, and they just they are able to do what they want to do. And it's like, what? Really? She let you do that? Hmm. If you like, she like it, I
But you
love
know
it.
what? No, no, no. She doesn't let him do that. It's the lies he's telling her to do that. Because
That's true.
9 times out of 10, she's not allowing it. She just doesn't realize it
Don't
in
know
some way.
what
But
she's trusting me too much.
yeah, but she has flags, just like Charlene had mentioned. You're looking at red flags all the time. She's
You
just
have
not
to.
addressing those red flags.
But see, then that's when they say, that's when the guys start to say, "Oh, we're insecure." When the red flags go up, but they're in the back of our head, and we're thinking all the time. It's no time that we're not thinking.
Girl, I'll be insecure all day long if that's what you think I am. But I ain't putting up with your shit.
Nope, there's no time for that.
No, 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 no. So let me say this because we only have about close to almost 10 minutes left. But Hot Topics Talk Radio and the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network and all the shows are sponsored by SPMG Media and the Urban Sentinel. Make sure that you head on over to the website at hottopicstalkradio.com. Check out some of the other shows. Check out some of the hosts, their pages, so you can get to know who they are, how they came about to be a part of this crazy ass network. It's true.
Crazy,
But
Tony.
head on over to the hottopicstalkradio.com website for more information. You can also watch the shows there now on the website as well as right here on Facebook. Please make sure that you follow Hot Topics Talk Radio here on Facebook so you can get show updates and information on anything that is upcoming. Also, make sure that send us a message every now and then. Tell us what you want to talk about because Yvonne does a fantastic job coming up with these topics. And you see she's not here making me mad. She does a fantastic job of coming up with these topics. But we want to hear from you. We want to talk about what you want to talk about. How's that? All right. Everybody give me a nod.
That's a farm right there. Open forum.
Right? Let me see some of these comments before we get too close to out of time. Let's see what we got here. Yvonne, I'm here. Look at this face.
Huh?
I said, I told her, look at this face.
Oh.
But she's got all kind of stuff going on. So I get it. I
hope everything is okay, Yvonne.
Huh?
I was telling her I hope everything is okay.
Oh. Let's see. Charlene says,
yes, they do. For every damn lie. Like we could be both looking at the same sky and he says it's green and it's clearly blue. No, it's purple. Oh no.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Miss Jacqueline, she says no more Motel 6 here. Be gone. I'd be damned if somebody walking through my door at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. And you got business to take care of at home. Let me go back to this one. Vonnie says, I don't need a man for shit. I may want one.
That's correct.
Amen.
There is a big difference. And you're very, very right.
Yep. Like
she's not going to settle. That's what that means.
Amen. Miss Jacqueline, again, what did she say? I'm going up. Either it's right, it's not going to happen at all. All right. Well, what else you got from me, Miss Fallon? What else you got to say?
Nothing, ma'am. I really, really, really enjoyed this. I really, really did. It was really like a conversation that we had. You gangbanging on me now. She said, I told you. It was like a conversation that we would have had. I have like causes. I got like a whole essay. Like I'm about to write an essay. I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. This, you guys, this was my first time doing the podcast. She laughing at me. But this is us in our natural state. Oh my God, I'm tickled. So yeah, this is us in our natural state. We usually vibe like this, but I got nervous because it was Facebook. I'm like, oh my God. So I wrote notes down about like what could go wrong in a relationship. You guys is gonna really start laughing because I started watching See No Evil, Your Worst Nightmare on ID channel for my man. I'm like, it was crazy.
God.
Oh my God, I gotta binge watch real quick. Stop laughing, Tony. I know you crying right now. I am too. Oh my gosh. So it was fun. It was fun though. It was more natural than anything.
But I'm not gonna get on you no more because I have to tell the truth because Yvonne will co-sign on this. So
What?
when we first started.
Thank you, Charlene.
We started and it was basically a political show. And I'm like this real statistical kind of person, right? Everything has numbers tied to it, and I just want to,
you already know I'm the numbers person, Tony.
Right. So I would have all these statistics in the description and all of this, and Yvonne was like, "No more stats, no more stats."
Stats on what?
We could be talking about the swine flu, and I will do research on every country.
That's what you do.
Exactly.
That's what you do. I already know that. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody.
See, they're sweet. Now, if you sucked, they would have told you.
I appreciate that. That's constructive criticism. I probably would have went upstairs and cried, but it would have been constructive criticism. I'm glad this topic though. Like I'm thinking like you know, even if it was politics right now, you already know how we can talk about this right now. But that would have been my nervous kick right there.
So let me ask you a question.
She had to have the number.
So let me ask you a question as we're leaving out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the debate last night?
Mm-hmm. I watched the whole thing. That shit pissed me off.
You got a headache? Because I sure did.
I got pissed the fuck off.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed.
Just like it is. I got pissed off.
So
he's a fucking bully and a narcissist. He's a narcissistical bully. And I was saying that while I was watching it, and then everybody that I watched that had a review said the same damn thing.
There it is. Because you know what?
Then he got this man off his A game. He's sitting up here, and I get it. Because, you know, I've had to have meetings with operators and shit, and I'm sitting up here stuttering because I'm like, oh my God. Because they're over the top. He was over the top, and that's what threw his A game off.
But see, the thing that I think bothered me the most out of that entire thing with the, you know, in addition to the fact that he was over talking Biden the whole time. When he went after his son.
That was wrong.
When he went after his son.
Shot, and see, he still didn't bite because he was like, we could talk about your family all day. We could talk about your family all night. And he still didn't do him the way he did Biden. Yep. That was wrong. That was a low blow. That was a very low blow.
If I were in Biden's shoes, I would have stepped across and wore his ass out. I would have wore him out right there on the stage.
Oh my God. But they even started making shirts talking about why don't you shut up, man?
Yeah, I saw. So as we're ending tonight, I do want to ask everybody to please start to plan your vote. Plan how you're going to vote.
Everybody, please go out there and vote.
You have to. I personally am going to the poll. I am not, even though
I'm going to the poll, so I know that it's counted.
Exactly. So you know that it counts.
Put a face mask
on. If you are living here in Las Vegas and if you're having a hard time with transportation. If you need a ride, please reach out to me. I will make sure that you get to your polling place. Um, you think they bullies? Wait till they see me. So I will get you to your polling place. And remember, this is an open carry state, so I'm not afraid if you're not.
You already know, Tony.
So I will take you to the poll. If it's something that you're in fear of, let me know. I will make sure that you get to the poll and you cast your vote. I want to thank everybody who watched tonight, who had participated in sending messages, who had, showed some love and loved up on Miss Fallon. She did a great job, and I'm really hoping to
Thank
get
you,
her back
guys.
here again. She won't be
Oh, thank
nervous the next time.
you.
And she won't have them damn notes.
I won't have any notes, you guys. This is my first time. I had to try to at least prepare myself just in case. Just in case. I'm good though. I'm good. I appreciate you guys, everybody that viewed. I appreciate Tony and Hot Topics Radio for having me. It's been a pleasure, and I was very flattered to even be invited. So thank you guys.
So the next time you come on, I'm hoping that we can have me, you, and Yvonne, which I think will be great.
Okay. That would be good.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get you back in here soon. I want everybody to tune in tomorrow night on Thursday night. Tomorrow night, October 1 at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 9 Central, 10 on the East Coast for Man to Man TV, hosted by Truth Brothers. That's Ray Gage and Devon Patrick. They're sitting in for Chris and for Mr. Richard. So I'm hoping that you'll come back from Man to Man. The question that they're asking tomorrow night, this is tomorrow's night topic. It is, are you black enough? That's going to be interesting. Because if you know these brothers like I know them, oh, they're going to hit your mind. They will leave you something to think about. They really will. So I'm hoping that you'll join in. But you can always tune in to Hot Topics Talk Radio right here on Facebook. Just go to Hot Topics Talk Radio here on Facebook to get updates. Show always starts at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Central, and 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Make sure to head on over to the website, hottopictalkradio.com. So with that being said, Miss Fallon, you ready to go?
Okay, Tony.
So we're going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and we'll see you back here for Man to Man tomorrow night. Thanks a lot again, Fallon. We love you, girl.
Thank you. Love you too.
All right. Good night, everybody.